Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. Red Mist in the house once again. How you doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I'm doing great, and we, my friends, are playing some more Clash Royale. Now, I want to start off by saying I've dropped way down in the trophies. I actually dropped myself way down to I think it was something like 26 or 2700. Um, just because I wanted to sort of work up the ladder and see the difference in sort of meta between like the beginning of Frozen Peaks up into the sort of starts of Legendary Arena. Um, and to be honest, there's such a huge difference. I've been finding sort of like the late stages of Frozen Peaks. There's a lot of sort of double tank decks like giant skeleton or giant and big P.E.K.K.A. I've been seeing a lot of double prince decks. Really different strategies that I want to sort of like maybe take those decks and level up those cards so that I can put them into action up in this stages of the legendary arena. Um, but I want to go ahead and I want to show you a couple of battles. Now, I have sort of fell back to my standard cycle deck that I like using when I'm pushing on the ladder, which is the double spirits, Ice Wizard, Princess, Hog, Rocket minions. Um, the minions can be sort of changed out to whatever your heart desires are, really. Well, to be honest, any of the cards can be. There's not really anything set in stone in this particular meta of gaming right now. But I just enjoy using double spirits because you can cycle them so quickly. Obviously, the Ice Wizard and the Princess, the combination together do work, guys. They really do. The Ice Wizard's slow is like 33%, something like that, and the Princess packs a punch. Um, so as you can see here, we are fighting a giant balloon deck. I haven't been seeing very many of them, but in the lower stages of the Legendary Arena, I am seeing a lot of different variances on giant decks. Now this guy gives me a thumbs up here. I'm assuming he thought that he had this in the bag. That's why he ignored the Hog Rider. And look at those fire spirits, guys, just a fraction too high. And that in lumberjack, that's the word I'm looking for, goes ahead and kills one of them, which means his lumberjack and giant does a lot of damage. I ignore the princess's damage just to kill her with my princess. Then he kills mine on the line with the mega minion. Unfortunately, I kind of misjudged the speed of the minions and they moved over to the left. And all he's left to defend my Hog Rider with is his giant. So now we've done the ultimate move on him that he really didn't want to do. And that's forced him to change lane. I'm going to knock his giant back, which brings in enough time for the rocket to go down and hit the lumberjack, the balloon, and the giant. We give him a thumbs up because we've just annihilated his push, and he gives us a good luck. And he actually left the game right there. So we're just going to speed this up, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get the 3 crown because this deck's not really designed for 3 crown damage. So also, if we were in overtime, then I probably would have got the 3 crown because I would have had a little bit more time. But hey, 2 crowns, I'm happy with that, and I'm going to take it. Actually got defeated just before by a graveyard deck. In case you didn't know, guys, Graveyard is probably the most insane card you can have of all of the legendaries. If you can get the Graveyard, then a Graveyard freeze is annihilation. Literally, if you drop that freeze just as they play their troop to defend against the Graveyard, you're pretty much going to take off at least 1,000 damage off of a tower every single push. So if you can get the graveyard, run a graveyard with a free spell. It is legend. Trust me, guys. I've played it about 5 or 6 times, and every single time I've played a graveyard freeze, I have lost the battle. Been very close at winning a couple of them, but I've lost it because the graveyard freeze, it just freezes up your troop, and then unfortunately that's they're just annihilated. And obviously, the only time it does a little bit less damage is if they put a tanky troop down and your skeletons actually target the troop rather than the tower. But if you play it well, you can annihilate. Look at this, guys. That Mega Minion went down in front of his Inferno Lava Hound, and we wrecked the Mega Minion with our Fire Spirits. That's one of the other reasons why I love the Fire Spirits. Because again, if you didn't know, each one of those Fire Spirits, mine are level 10. So they do like 180 damage per pop. That's the equivalent of, I believe, like a level 7 or a level 8 fire wizard doing 2 shots. If all 3 of those fire spirits land, that's like 300. It's like 380, 400 damage, something like that, something crazy. And it works out about the equivalent of like 2 fire wizard spells. I'm very sorry, I must grab a drink. But as you can see here, I go for a sneaky little push down the right hand lane with my hog and my minions and my ice wizard. And by doing that, I force out his mega minion and his arrows, and all he's got left for his push over on the left hand side is his miner, which in a way does a very good job because obviously it tanks for his Inferno lava pup things, and he does a lot of damage to our tower. So it does work out quite well for him, but not well enough, because look at this, guys. He actually goes and plays down his minions and his skeletons just to be able to kill my hog rider here. The ice spirit is going to stay alive, and I'm going to go straight back at him with an ice spirit, with minions and the hog rider. The minions are actually his mega minion is going to target my hog rider, which gives me time to kill his mega minion. And now I can go for a very aggressive push over on the left hand side, because I know he's going to be wanting to take out the tower with a direct spell, so I know he's lost his arrows, and he's pushing down on the right hand side. And look at that, guys. The damage to his tower on the left is more than the damage he done to the tower, my tower on the right. And he lost his arrows because he had to target the tower on the left. So I know his arrows aren't in rotation. I'm going to go ahead and use my hog and my ice spirit and my log, and we're going to be taking a firm lead in this battle. So I know what's coming, so I'm just going to play my ice wizard down. I'm going to send the rocket to do a good amount of damage to the lava hound. And he plays a bad goblin barrel. I'm very sorry, guys, but I think I'm coming down with a cold again, so my throat's a bit dry and tickly. Ice Spirit is going to once again freeze up those minions. 8 seconds left on the clock. We're going to send in that rocket. Going to take the second crown and keep on moving back up the ladder, pushing back up to that sort of 3,600 mark. Doing really, really good. So in the meantime, I've played a lot of random decks. I've been trying a few things out. Like, that's one of the other reasons why I wanted to drop down as well. Because I wanted to test out a few decks, and unfortunately, a lot of my cards, because I was always focusing on leveling up and pushing, I was never really able to go ahead and get some good damage as such. So as you can see, look at this, guys. He's going to come in with that guy over here. We're going to come in with this over here. And we're going to come in with this over here. And we're just going to keep on those guys. Keep them a bit nice and busy. Unfortunately... Oh, nice. Okay, cool. That ice wizard didn't get killed. So that's quite cool. We're going to get a little bit of damage. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these barbarians with the fire spirits. And look at this damage on those guys. Look at the damage from those fire spirits. They almost kill off. My level 10 fire spirits almost kill off his level 11 barbarians right there. He's now not got barbarians for the hog rider. So we're happy with that right there. We can take the damage over there. We're going to play down our princess. And as soon as that princess is actually going to target that miner, we're going to go ahead and log those bad boys over there. And we're just going to leave that ice wizard to do its thing, because we're not bothered about the ice wizard whatsoever. Let's go ahead and play. As she gets to the line, do you know what? We're just going to go ahead and play down these fire spirits. And we're going to wreck the face of that musketeer. They're going to get over there, do some good work. The ice wizard is going to come in once again. And we're sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty. Let's go ahead and use the minions again. And as soon as that ice wizard's focus mine, I'm just going to play the hog. And he's going to have to play something again, guys. And let's just go ahead and put down the princess. And let's put down these fire spirits once again. Take out those barbarians. Happy days. And we're going to go over here and play down this ice wizard. Now that he's coming in with that Sparky once again, let's go ahead and rocket that bad boy over there again. And take out Sparky. And we'll log it as well, because we don't want too much damage over there. We're going to come in with this over here. Let's go put down this ice wizard, and we'll come in with this, and yeah, so not too bad. Let's just go ahead, play this rocket down on these bad boys, and go and get this hog rider down the line. And we're going to be sitting pretty. We're going to go give this guy pretty much a thumbs up, and we're going to give him a good game, because this one's over. That is game over right there. We've already won the ball, so I'm not really too worried. We're going to go send in the rocket, take out that tower. Happy days, thumbs up, well played, and it's all over for this guy over here. He played with all his soul, my friends. So as you can see, guys, the deck works really, really well, and because of the amount of people as well that are playing Sparky again nowadays, which I'm not really too sure why people play Sparky, because a lot of people have Zap and Lightning in their deck, so it's a very anti Sparky meta right now, because if people are running Lightning and Zap in their decks, that's going to mean 2 resets on Sparky and a ton of damage. A lot of people have Mega Minion in their deck, Minions, Minion Army, so really bad time to be playing Sparky, in my opinion, but a very good time to be playing the Giant Skeleton, because a lot of people are playing double tanks. From what I've been seeing, people are playing a lot of double tanks, so having that Giant Skeleton with the exploding bomb can really shut down people's pushes, which is insane. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. If you've got any deck requests or anything, put them down in the linkity dinks down below, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace on the streets.